Christmas is meant to be a very exciting time of the year, isn't it? We wind down at the end of a hard, long working year, spend time with our family and friends, but this year it's going to be pretty slumber for a fair few workers in Victoria. The Victorian native timber industry workers have been shut down for the last month, and this court injunction that's been placed on them is continuing into the future. Now, it's been pushed by environmentalist groups saying that Vic Forest doesn't do enough to protect the yellow belly glider and the greater glider possums. Now, I call bullshit on that because these gliders seem to be appearing in logging coops all over Victoria. So how does that make them endangered? Vic Forest only harvests 3,000 hectares on a good year of native forest out of 3.1 million hectares available. Now, to me, if a possum is showing up in those coops, which happens all the time apparently, does that make it endangered? Not to mention the 300 workers out at the Australian papermill who are facing redundancy at the moment because they have had not any logs sent in. So the Australian papermill is running out of timber for white copy paper. Now you might say, oh, we're going into a digital age, we don't need paper, but how are we going to hang our kids' paintings onto a fridge? Are you going to take their iPad off them and hang that up on the fridge? I don't think it's going to work. We need paper. So what are we going to do? We're going to buy paper from overseas, increase overseas workload, and then spend heaps of money on import taxes and fossil fuels and getting that white paper over to Australia? Or we could all use some common sense, lift this injunction, let the Victorian timber workers do their job, supply a local mill, and create paper in Australia for Australians.